he didn't want to be blatantly saying, hey, well, how you doing, come on in. And it just didn't feel right. And so I said no, you know, and I did dodge that bullet, thankfully.
Looking at kind of you wanting to be a comedian, you dating comedians, and then even in terms of the era that you were in, did you ever have any run-ins with Bill Cosby in those times?
You know, I had met Bill Cosby. First time I met him, I was dating Richard Roundtree. Okay. Richard and I were still very good friends, but I dated Roundtree for a while. And he was a good friend with Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. And we went to his home, I think it was the Bel Air home, I forget which one. Bill was with some young lady. He was still married at the time. And so we stayed in our own little rooms and stuff, had fun, had a little dinner or whatever. And that was it when I had kind of met him then. And then sometime later down the line, I was working on, I think it was the NAACP, the Image Awards backstage or one of those shows, and Bill was there, Cosby. I said, hi, Bill, how are you? I don't know if you remember me. I was with Richard Roundtree. We came up to the house. He said, oh, yeah, I remember you. And actually, I was on The Price is Right at that time, so it was in the 90s. And actually, he had his other show going on, too, what was To Tell the Truth or something. He had a black girl on there. It was the only model. I forgot what show it was. So he said, yeah, I'm thinking about adding another model to my show, and would you be interested in what have you, like to talk to you about it and what have you. I'm like, yeah, maybe, you know, if it works out. So he was flying back to New York. He actually called me, we were in touch about it, and he wanted me to come to New York.
Okay.
To either audition or do the show or what have you. And it just didn't feel right. I'm like, Bill, I'm married, you know, and because he was leading up to some kind of, he didn't want to be blatantly saying, hey, well, how you doing, come on in. And it just didn't feel right. And so I said no, you know, and I did dodge that bullet, thankfully, because I could have been a little more naive in thinking that truly this guy, Bill, wants me to be in this. That would be great, you know, see if I could work both of them.
Yeah, you think that was his game, kind of, because I've seen his.
Oh, absolutely it was. Oh my God, that guy, I can't believe all the stories. And I know Beverly Johnson very well too, and I know she would never, ever lie about some of what happened to her.
Yeah.
But it was.
Was there something that, like in particular, that he said or a gesture that he did where you was like, yo, this doesn't seem as legit as he might be presenting?
Well, I think maybe he might have alluded to the fact, have you read for the show. I don't know if read for the show or be part of the show or see how you work out there and we could just hang out and kick it for a little while. Something like that. And I don't want to actually say anything verbatim that he said, but he alluded to something of that nature that kind of sent up a red flag. I'm like, no, I'm not.
You can tell at this point you've been in the industry.
It was kind of like being hit head on a bit, but not blatantly. Like I said, it was under an undertone that you can tell that he wanted me more than just to be a model on the show or audition for it or whatever.
Yeah.